Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Mohammed Bello El-Rufai. I represent the excellent people of Kaduna North. I'm from Kaduna State. Mr. Speaker, I'll try and be as quick as possible. It was a long day and I came late because I was unwell. Let's do this quickly. Short term, the President has rolled out a clear plan that we commend. A lot of my colleagues have rightly spoken about this and I agree. But our problem is not announcing plans. It's executing them with clear timelines. This Parliament must insist upon those timelines based on the President's recommendations. One thing I would like to add, Mr. Speaker, in addition to the recruitment, is the need for us to increase immediately the basic salaries and the welfares of police officers and soldiers, and we must find the money to do that. At present, Nigeria, put it this way, one police officer manages 600 Nigerians. The UN recommends that ratio should be 1 to 400. We are understaffed. The President has tackled that. That's one point in terms of the short-term solution. And I think, sir, you leadership and committee chairman like Honorable Jimmy Benson should keep an eye on this execution. We can't just make announcements. Let's say by February we're about to see X, Y, Z. That will help. In the medium term, sir, there was a conviction recently of a terrorist, Boko Haram. I believe his name is Husseini Ismail. He was convicted for 20 years by a high court. He was a Boko Haram terrorist. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted, I think, last week, and his own conviction said life sentence. I don't understand why one terrorist is getting 20 years and the other is getting a life sentence if you're saying that. I think Pastor made a good point. There's this idea that justice is served differently, and it affects the problem. Mr. Speaker, I'll conclude by saying this. I've been an advocate of state police. I've sought the wisdom of more experienced members like Honorable Sada Soli, Honorable Adodogwa, even yourself and the Speaker. I think the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results.
After listening carefully to Honorable Mohammed Bello El-Rufai's contribution on the floor of the House, it is evident that his intervention strikes at the heart of Nigeria's long-standing security failures. His message was honest, timely, and rooted in reality, but it also exposes the contradictions and systemic issues that have weakened Nigeria's fight against insecurity for years. Here is my balanced take. Number one, he acknowledged the President's plan, and that's fair. Honorable Mohammed El-Rufai began by commending the President's security plan, especially the recruitment drive and structural changes. This is important. Leadership must be praised when it takes bold steps, especially steps that Nigerians have demanded for years. However, he made one crucial point. Nigeria's real problem is not planning, it is execution. He called for timelines, parliamentary oversight, and concrete milestones. This is 100% correct. Nigeria has had strong security blueprints for decades, but poor implementation continues to haunt us. Number two, his call for better police and military welfare is spot on. He highlighted a shocking fact. One police officer to 600 citizens instead of 1 to 400 recommended globally. But more importantly, what motivation does a poorly paid, poorly equipped officer have? How can frontline security personnel risk their lives when their salaries, equipment, and living conditions are below standard? His demand for immediate salary and welfare increases is not only justified, it is essential. No nation can defeat insecurity with a demoralized security workforce. Number three, he exposed a major flaws in Nigeria's justice system. Honorable Mohammed El-Rufai raised a disturbing inconsistency. A Boko Haram terrorist gets 20 years. Another gets life sentence. Same category of crime. Same nation. Completely different outcomes. This inconsistency creates distrust in the judiciary, perception of selective justice, weak deterrence against terrorism. His point is valid. Nigeria needs uniform sentencing standards for terrorism. Anything less sends mixed signals to criminals and victims alike. Number 4. His argument for state police was courageous and necessary. Many lawmakers avoid this topic for political reasons, but he boldly said, "We cannot keep doing the same thing and expect different results." He is right. The insecurity in Benue, Zamfara, Kaduna, and Niger cannot be effectively controlled from Abuja. State police is not a luxury, it is a necessity. He destroyed the usual argument that governors may abuse state police by stating the obvious. They already have overwhelming power. This is true. The current system is failing. State policing, when properly regulated, gives communities the ability to protect themselves with local intelligence and rapid response. Number 5. His brutal honesty about northern Nigeria was necessary. This was the most powerful part of his speech. He admitted the North has become a breeding ground for criminality. Young people are not being educated. Youths see criminals on TikTok flaunting money and weapons. We created this situation by neglecting education, skills, and opportunities. This level of self-criticism is rare and refreshing. Insecurity is not just a security issue. It is a social, economic, and moral collapse. By saying this publicly, he did not blame outsiders. He challenged his own region to change. Number 6. He spoke against recruitment by allocation, and he is right. Nigeria cannot modernize its security forces through quota systems, political allocations, favoritism, tribal balancing. If the military and police are to be professional, recruitment must be digitized, merit-based, and transparent. This is one of the most sensible proposals he made. Number 7. He reminded his colleagues of their duty when he said, "This is not the time for weddings, dinners, or events. We must show seriousness." This hit hard. Nigeria is burning, yet political elites still live in bubbles of celebration. His reminder was necessary. National security requires focus, sacrifice, and sobriety. Number 8. The Speaker's closing remarks reinforced something important. The Speaker acknowledged Parliament has been dedicated. The President responded to many issues raised. More engagement will continue, even with the First Lady. This shows the executive is listening, which is a positive sign. If this collaboration continues sincerely, Nigeria may finally see real change. My final take. Honorable Mohammed Bello El-Rufai spoke with courage. Now Nigeria needs action, not echoes. This speech was powerful, honest, and solution-driven. He praised the government where necessary, but he did not shy away from exposing the failures that brought Nigeria to this crisis. He demanded better welfare for security forces, transparent recruitment, uniform justice for terrorists, state police, real timelines, accountability, youth empowerment, societal reform. These are not political talking points. These are national priorities. Now, the ball is in the government's court. Nigeria does not need more debates. Nigeria needs implementation. Nigeria needs urgency. Nigeria needs results. If the government, parliament, and state work together, as this session suggests, Nigeria may finally begin the long journey towards restoring safety and dignity to every citizen. Do well to like, comment, and share. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to Africa Unity Speaks, where we speak truth to power. Let's see you in my next video. Have yourself a wonderful day, and bye for now.